guys, Jen Loves Wrestling here. Hope everyone is doing well. This is going to just be a quick highlight video. We're just going to touch on a few things that happened on SmackDown, some good and some bad on Raw, and then talk about a little bit about last night's NXT. Before I get too far into this video, I just want to mention, and I'm going to try and do it very quickly without getting too emotional, because this is like my fifth take, because animals are near and dear to my heart. I am dedicating this video to the memory of Larry Steve. There's no way to get through this without getting emotional. For those of you who don't know, Alexa Bliss's pet pig passed away. And as a fellow exotic pet lover, and just everybody out there can relate, just pet lovers in general, doesn't matter whether you have a dog or a cat, a red-eared slider turtle like myself. I used to have ferrets. If you have a pet, or have ever had a pet in your life, you know that there is no kind of loss in the world. There is no kind of pain in the world that comes along with losing a pet, especially one as beloved as Larry Steve was to Alexa Bliss, to Buddy Murphy, to Ryan Cabrera, and everybody who got to meet Larry Steve and everybody whose life this sweet darling touched. So moving on though, R.I.P. Larry Steve, but I don't want to do another take, and I don't want to cry again. Let's talk about SmackDown. Rick Boggs made his SmackDown debut, being a guitarist for Shinsuke Nakamura, which I actually love, because I'll be honest with you, I am like the one person that did not love this guy on NXT. Eric something, his name is I forgot to look it up. Eric Bugarez or whatever they used to call him. Rick Boggs now. I don't like the singing. I don't like the high-pitched scream that he does. I find it very annoying. I find him annoying as a character, but man, he can shred, though. I will give him credit for that. So this was actually enjoyable. I do love Seth Rollins still being all up in Roman Reigns' business. Roman has expressed that he is not exactly overjoyed with his cousins lately. Family is not always blood. Your brother Seth Rollins is there for you. He's getting the job done attacking Cesaro. So, I don't know. Anything that puts these two back together, I'm a massive Shield fan, and I'll take 2 out of 3. The Intercontinental Championship match, the 4-way, was fantastic. Very, very good match. I shouldn't say up until the end. I love the match in general. I hate that it got interrupted. But anything that gets Aleister Black out of doing these terrible segments he's been doing lately, something about a father and a church and a book, and it lost me. I don't know. But yeah, let's get him back in the ring and out of that garbage. He attacks Big E, which allowed Apollo to pick up the pinfall, the win, and retain his title. Like I said, just happy Aleister Black is back in the ring where he belongs. This was a fatal 4-way, so no disqualification. Therefore, Apollo reaps the benefits of this one. Let's bounce over to Raw. The bad. Bobby Lashley bringing back the Ho Train. You would have think that they would have learned their lesson from the dancing girls on Raw Underground. I don't know. Bobby, you're setting us back here. Women's Evolution. What's going on? I don't know. I don't like that. The good was the match that they observed, which was Drew McIntyre versus Kofi Kingston. This was a fantastic match. Got interrupted by MVP and Bobby Lashley, so there was no definitive winner of who would face Bobby at Hell in a Cell. That is why they got involved. But they're going to go at it again next week, and honestly, I'm hoping, I think they barred Bobby and MVP from ringside. So I think it's like a 90-day suspended, no pay if you interfere. I hope this match gets screwed up, though, somehow, I gotta say, though, because I am super interested in Drew McIntyre versus Kofi Kingston versus Bobby Lashley at Hell in a Cell. How would you guys like that? Let me know in the comment section. I would love it. That's what I would like. But, I don't know. I would like to see a triple threat there. And more good was Nikki Cross beats the clock challenge against Rhea Ripley. Therefore, technically picks up a win against on the Raw Women's Champion. So, good for Nikki Cross on that one. NXT. Just going to touch a couple things real quick because we're going on about 5 minutes here. I want to try and keep this short. Brianna was the hit from the hit row. She was the only member in that segment that did not lay down a challenge, which was a little disappointing to me. Maybe she needs more time training. I don't know, but, let's start talking off about the women in NXT. I want to talk about B because I love her look, I love her style, I love her presence, her charisma, her vibe, the whole thing she's got going on. But she is the only one in Hit Row that we have yet to see in the ring, and I want to see how she does. So hopefully we can get the ball rolling on that. Continuing with the women's division on NXT, Mercedes Martinez picked up an impressive win over a very game Zeta Ramir. I love Zeta. And I think she looked amazing in this match. So, big credit, big congratulations to both of them on a great match there. One of the kind of jaw-dropping, show-stopping moments of NXT for me was when Indy walked into that room and saw all those pictures that Dexter made. This was one of two kind of emotional segments on NXT. And as a female, I gotta say, I don't hate it. Because good storytelling is good storytelling. So, I'm like emotionally invested in this. When she walked into that room and looking at those pictures, I had that same reaction. I was like, let's hopefully there's a way to still put Index back together. I think there's still hope. Last thing I want to talk about was a big one. You had Cameron Grimes come out and finally had his face-to-face with Ted DiBiase, which went very, in my opinion, emotionally. Cameron Grimes said, I don't know if you know this, but I look up to you. And, even before the crowd said it, I was like, aww. And then you hear the crowd go, aww. I was like, oh, it's just so touching. They're so good at storytelling in NXT. I love this freaking show. It's the best show of the week. And then LA Knight, I love him, but he had to come out and ruin everything. He attacked Cameron Grimes, much to Ted DiBiase's approval. Oh, I don't know. It was sad. That was heartbreaking for me. Poor Cameron. Poor Cameron. Poor Indy. Poor Dexter. Big emotions on NXT, but I love it. I love it. Great wrestling, great storytelling, everything. You can go from a comedy segment to something that makes you sad to fantastic wrestling in the ring. We had Pete Dunne versus Bobby Fish. It was just great show. Love it. Hope you guys enjoyed it too. Anything you want to add or anything else you want to talk about, drop it in the comment section below. Please don't forget to give this video a like, subscribe, share, all that stuff. I love you guys, and I hope you have a fantastic day. Bye. Mwah.